Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're looking at the all-new 2022 Nissan Rogue Platinum with Elise to get her opinions on it. As always, if you're going to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get right into it. Wandering off like normal. Anyways, under the hood we have a turbocharged 1.5 liter 3-cylinder, goes through CVT automatic. It's good for 201 horsepower, 225 pound-feet of torque.
3-cylinder?
Yes, it's a 3-cylinder. And fuel economy is just over 30 miles per gallon on average. So basically this has more power and more torque than the Corolla Cross. Same fuel economy though. But it's turbocharged, so there's that. And it still uses a CVT.
Whatever that means.
Continuously variable transmission. So like a regular transmission has gears. It's like you go from first gear to second gear. Whereas this, it basically just transitions with, it's a system with typically chains and all that kind of stuff. It's very confusing. I barely understand it. All I know is that it drives weird.
Okay.
Anyways, we got a front end. You're like, I just want to drive.
Let's get it over with.
Front end.
It's a little boxy.
What do you think about this? So this is something that I've talked about, is they split. So this is just the daytime running light. That is not for illumination at all. This is just for like style. And then this is the headlight. And a lot of car makers have been doing this.
I think that's just silly. Silly frou-frou. Why?
Yeah, it doesn't, it makes it kind of look, because it's all split up, it makes it kind of look interesting.
It does. Like, that doesn't make a lot of, like, I can see it, but doing that, like, why? But I'm also not, like, a super car designer fanatic. But we did meet the guy who did design the things at the Nissan event in Chicago.
Yeah.
He basically took up old styles and redid them as old styles.
Well, that was with the Z though.
I don't know anything.
Okay, anyways, wheels. What do you think about these wheels?
They see me rolling. They're not as spiffy as the other ones, as the Toyota.
No. Well, that's sad because this car is like $9,000 more money. Anyways, what do you think about this two-tone design where they do like a black roof and then also there's like the chrome strip and everything, just all of it together.
I like it. I like the separation.
Yeah,
colors.
I think it looks really good. I mean, I'm going to take 2 steps back. Hopefully, I always step into this bush, by the way, every time I do this. Anyways, there's kind of like the full side view. Now, I've got both keys in my pocket, so I got to figure out which one's the Nissan key. We're going over here. We got to the back. Okay, so guess what? This one has a remote start that is actually on the key fob. You don't have to press the lock button a million times. It's just a little twirly button there. And then automatic catch. Yeah, I know.
Close that.
Okay, what about the storage space in this one?
I feel like it's similar.
To the Corolla Cross. This is a little bit bigger.
I was going to say this one looks a little bit better. Like, I feel like it's deeper.
Look at this. It's actually somewhat usable.
For rope? I don't know.
For a rope.
What are you going to store down here?
Your Nissan first aid kit.
And that's a lot of space for a first aid
And
kit.
bananas. You could fit bananas in there.
I don't want rotting bananas in the back of the vehicle.
Guess what? I'll do this side.
Neat. Like it.
It's cool. So you don't have to like go to the side.
No, yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. This space feels a lot more manageable, I guess, with the way that it's like
Set up.
It is bigger, but it also feels like a smarter design. I don't know.
So same thing. You can lock it or you can just shut it. So you got that. Now I'll do the passenger side.
Yeah.
Now this has a sunshade. So you basically, I don't know if I can do this with one hand.
I don't know that you can do it at all.
There you
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Sunshade. What do you think about that? That's pretty cool.
Sunshades are nice.
Yeah, for little kids. Especially when they're super pasty white. Anyways, what about like the two-tone design here on the door panel? Camera, pick it up. There we go.
It's like, it's very yellowy. I like tan interiors, but this is like, I don't have a good word for this other than like mustard?
Mustard.
Like
What about the design though, like the quilting there?
I like the quilting. I think it's cool. I don't know if it's comfy. I'll sit back here. Because I also feel like there's just a little bit more like seating space in this one.
By the way, there are heated seats for the back. They get their own climate zone too.
Nice. Oh, it's not up here though.
Oh, vents. Yeah, there's just one down there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go to the front. I'll get this door.
That's a deep cup holder.
Yes.
It's nice, so it can hold the big bottles, you know?
America.
Well, it's not, because, you know, I have, like, in the cars with the little ones, and you have a regular sized water bottle, but if the cup holder's too shallow, it still falls out. And I was like,
Yeah.
why are you here?
This has memory seats.
Okay.
Blind spot monitoring. They're power adjustable on both sides, actually. Passenger and driver. Is this seat comfy?
Kind of.
Okay, well, let's drive it. Yeah, go.
Oh, you mean leave?
Like, yeah, you can set off. We'll do the same thing we did last time.
So, are you recording?
Yeah, I am.
Oh. I can't. Sometimes he just holds the camera and, like, waits for a good moment, so I don't know. I don't like this, but to get anywhere you have to push the button, which is good because that means, like, a kid can't bump it and then suddenly you're in reverse, but I still don't.
Look at the camera system, though. It's 360. Like, you got the bird's eye view and everything. Isn't that pretty cool?
I do like the bird's eye view a lot, actually.
I lost your face. Goodbye, face. Oh, your face came back. Infotainment system's, I think, really nice. Like, it responds pretty quickly.
Yeah, and, like, I like
and you got physical buttons.
I love physical buttons. The only thing... Oh, hey, awesome. Like, is if these are slightly out of reach, I feel like it's really distracting as a driver.
You have controls on the steering wheel, too, though.
That's my favorite part. If it's on the steering wheel, then I can do it from here, and we're not even worried about me, like, trying to tune the crap when it's traffic. I don't know. I hate reaching over. I hate when my dad reaches over because, you know, you learn how to drive and then it's very automatic, but as you get older, you get a little bit less good at it just because you're not able to focus on all the things that you once were. And so when he reaches over to change the channel, like, the car veers.
Oh, okay.
You know, and so I think that that's really dangerous, and it should be on the steering wheel if you're the driver, because then you're not going to, like, cause an accident. If you're young and dumb and can't, like, auto drive without thinking yet, or if you're older and you just, like,
Hey, what about drive modes? This has a bunch of different drive modes. Do you even care, like, in a car like this?
I don't even think about drive modes.
You just leave it in the normal. It does have an eco mode. So
I think
it's
the only...
It's a little plant.
The only drive mode that I care about is, like, snow.
Okay.
The mud and snow, because that's important to be able to drive in that safely.
And then look at this. Bloop.
I will look at it when we are stopped.
It just opens up like that. It's fun.
Oh.
What do you think about fake wood trim that looks like wood, but it's plastic?
Waste of plastic.
Waste of plastic. It looks nice, though. It looks pretty.
I mean, it looks pretty. I just have this whole thing, like, why produce more plastic if we're already drowning our oceans, landfills, and everything else with plastic?
You're getting deep on this car review.
I am an environmentalist, and I can't help it.
I keep knocking my head on the window.
Berkeley.
That's what. See, that's the problem with me filming from here. Is like I'm like squished against the window, and so every time we go over a bump, it's like knock, knock.
I will have to find more bumps.
I'm gonna get CTE after this.
CTE.
It's like brain damage that football players get. But
Oh,
I'll get it from
that's an enormous exaggeration. You'll be fine.
This sticker's for $42,325, which is $3,000 less expensive than the average brand new car.
That's good.
Do you feel like this is pretty nice? Like, I mean, it has this kind of like luxury feeling interior.
It kind of does. I would choose a different color personally, but that's me. It does have more space for, like, leg room for the back row, and it has a better trunk setup than the Toyota, which is less expensive, but I like the way that the Toyota drives more than this one.
What don't you like about this? Is it the transmission? Is it the acceleration?
Because I can definitely tell the difference between those things. I don't know. I feel like this one, it's just a little stiffer. Like the...
Oh, suspension.
Is that it? Because, like, I feel like the takeoff is stiffer. And it takes forever. Holy smokes.
Well, this
you
has
have
way
to
more.
time your turns.
Well, this has way more power than the like. Punch it.
We're in a residential area.
Okay, slow down and then punch it. There's no one behind us. I don't think.
No.
Yeah, there's no one behind us.
I'll let it slow down naturally. Which means that I won't have to punch it because we'll be turning still.
Well, but you gotta feel the power quickly, just for like 2 seconds. See?
Yeah, I like that.
See? That's the thing about turbocharged engines. You gotta get into those turbos, but then you lose all your fuel economy, which is sad. I guess closing thoughts, because my wrist is falling asleep.
That's hilarious.
I filmed a lot of videos today.
That's fair.
Woohoo! I just have my head against the window now so that it can't knock against it.
Oh, like starting in a roller coaster like this, so you don't get whiplash.
Concussion prevention.
We'll see. I like it. I wouldn't buy it or own it. I think it's way more, I don't even want to say way more practical. I also hate the parking buttons. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Let me actually park, because I always worry that it's not going to. Same with the parking brake, like, whatever. Now it turns on.
It does have auto holders, pretty cool, so hold it in place.
I will never use that.
Yeah, I don't use it either. It's
One of those functions that's like, oh!
Anyways.
Yeah. It's designed, I think, more user-friendly, and this does feel more luxurious, if that's the term that we're going for, a little bit more high-end than the Toyota Corolla Cross, but I would still rather own that one because it's less money and it does a job.
It does what?
It does the job.
Oh, it does
I like
the job.
the way that one drives.
Even though you have to like plan out pulling out into intersections because it's so slow.
I should just do that anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's a wrap.